2023. Why Asuu was wrong to tell Nigerians to vote out APC. Welcome to the news. If you have been there supporting, thank you for your support. See you again. Well, if you are new on this channel, kindly subscribe to my channel. President of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, Asuu, Professor Emmanuel Ozodeke, has called on Nigerians to vote out the All Progressive Congress in the 2023 general elections. Speaking to newsmen, Professor Ozodeke said the education of the Nigerian student is not the priority of the present government, as it is not sincere in resolving the issue with the union. He urged students all over the country to bear with the union and sacrifice for a better educational future for the next generation. Is this a proof that the strike is political? The signing of agreement between the federal government and Academic Staff Union of Universities did not start with All Progressive Congress. All what we should advocate is good governance in this country and no political party to be voted or not voted for. But has this been any government in which Asuu didn't go on strike? So while telling students the party to vote and not to vote, they are adult citizens of the country. They know the things going on in the country. So Academic Staff Union of Universities should let them exercise their civil right to vote the candidate and party of their choice. Let them stop politicizing our education. If Asuu said they should vote at All Progressive Congress, where did this problem start? Was it not with People's Democratic Party? Did the strike start in All Progressive Congress regime? If their employee want to bend their employers and the employer has refused to be unduly bent, considering the economic challenges befalling her, does that in any way bring the party All Progressive Congress into their matter? Are their members not also in All Progressive Congress APC, serving in different appointments and or running for different political positions? If they are tired of the strike, then they should reach a compromise with the federal government, their employer. The lingering strike action is not because of the government's nonchalant attitude, but because both parties have not been able to reach at a favorable agreement for both parties, not even for the student community, in all their discussion tables. So party is not the problem. Our problem is candidate, and so let us look at candidates and who has a good record or legacies. So among all these candidates who has done well in their respective states, so many of them, even in other political parties, might even do worse. The problem is leadership and individual, not party. Because people are the campaign from one party to the other, do we now judge their integrity and capabilities based on the party they belong? Well, time will tell. 2023 elections around the corner, and Asuu seems to be partisan this time around, and they are not supposed to be. Political Asuu. University education problem started in 1988, 2 years after Academic Staff Union of University creation. Government should dissolve all association in public universities. Private universities have no union and they are doing well. You are right. I support this. Academic Staff Union of University President is right. Nigerians are tired with the vicious circle of poverty occasioned by recycling of politicians in government. Telling Nigerians whom to vote, is that the right way? Asuu President is right. If Buhari will buy such vehicle for Niger Republic, while students are at home for over 6 months without pacifying Asuu, what does he think Nigerians are? He is using Nigerian resources for his own country. Go and collect the vehicles and return to school. When people are making a point and saying the truth, we are here to promote atrocity between committed against Nigerians. APC government have failed. What has PDP got to do with your insecurity? This is a case of subversion on the part of Asuu. It's not political in any way. It is APC that is in power and the government that neglected the plight of the Nigerian student. It is the government who has no reason to educate the Nigerian youth A party that doesn't know the impact of education on the youth because Buhari and his ministers believe more of protecting cows than educating the youth. So what do you expect Academic Staff Union of Universities to say? To support APC or what? You are not reasonable. APC is not ashamed to defend its colossal failure. You think Nigerians can repeat such bloody mistakes again? Never. Please stop blaming People's Democratic Party. We voted All Progressive Congress to correct whatever wrong People's Democratic Party did. Please pack and go. And there was. Vote out incompetent government. One of the major reasons why People's Democratic Party was voted out is because we wanted change, including Academic Staff Union of Universities issue. Please, this is the worst government we have ever seen in the country. APC and all their members have no value for education. So any right-thinking student should not vote any person in All Progressive Congress. I don't blame Academic Staff Union of Universities. I blame the federal government of Nigeria for not being smart in relationship with government workers. Most of the private university lecturers, their salaries are not up to federal government universities. Many private organization salaries of workers have been reduced and private workers are contract staff. Academic staff in our university are not exempted. Many countries are facing same economic problem, e.g. Ghana, South Africa, and many other countries in Africa. Federal government should start recruiting another set of lecturers as soon as possible to replace the present university lecturers who are not ready to resume. The present lecturers are already politically motivated by opposition parties and cabal in government, but the federal government is not proactive towards replacing these lecturers. Let the students resume to reduce the tension in the country. Federal government should be proactive in recruiting new lecturers, give the recruitment to consultants. Are you waiting for someone to tell you before voting APC out? Then you don't know what you are doing. Asuu was not wrong. What do you expect from the person because they are supporting Asuu? Well, Asuu is a union and they have the right to say whatever they want to say. It's left for the citizens to decide what they want to decide. Like someone raised the issue. This Asuu issue has been on since 1988 when they became a union, always going on strike. What have they brought to the table? And what can they bring to the table to make sure that this strike is stopped? If they have been talking about improvement in the university environment, they have been talking about university infrastructures, what have they done? They should be able to come with a solution since they are intellectuals. If government does not know what to do, if they are there as professors, as intellectuals, they should be able to harness and maybe use a model to show to the federal government this is the way to go about it. Well, what is your opinion about this? Kindly make your opinion known as you subscribe to my channel. See you again. God bless.